Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Now I can hear you.
Okay, hi, Vinita, right? Your name?
Yes, ma'am.
Because here is showing Keshav, so only asked.
No, no, no. Ma'am, actually, it's my brother's laptop, so I'm
Okay,
accessing the link from his laptop.
okay, Vinita. So, like before starting the session, let me know about you and why do you want to learn FICA, SAP FICA?
Okay. So, ma'am, earlier I worked with Indian Oil Adani Gas Private Limited for 5 years. In my 5 year tenure, I worked on FICA for 2.5 years. And then I switched to my new organization where an advanced version of FICA is required. So, just to improve my skills and to look up for better opportunities, I need to learn FICA. I am aware about the basics, but I need to build upon them.
Okay, so what kind of project it is? It's a rollout support or what kind of project you have worked for 5 years in FICA?
Ma'am, actually, basically, I'm an analyst in my current organization, and currently, I'm on my maternity leave. So, I'll be joining back in July.
Okay,
Earlier, the project that I was on, it was a rollout project and a support project.
okay. Then you have quite a good exposure towards the system.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Let me introduce about me. Myself is Sufia, and I have overall 9 years of experience. And coming to SAP, 7 years I have. In FI, I have 4 years, and SAP FICA, I have 3 years. So I have been part of various kind of projects like implementation, enhancements, rollout, support, and all. So in FICA, I have done rollout and one implementation project. Then coming to my education, I'm a qualified cost accountant, and I have been worked in Bell and several other companies like Infosys, Accenture, and now I'm working in Deloitte. So this is about myself, and I have given couple of trainings to the students as well, and this is new with this or like Zebra technology is the first for me. So this is about myself, and
Okay.
let me share my screen.
Ma'am, can I ask one thing?
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, from how long you have been associated with Deloitte?
Uh, 1 year, 1 year, 3 months.
1 year, 3 months, because I have also joined Deloitte the previous year in September.
Acha, you are in Deloitte now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mm, okay. In which which location?
Gurgaon location, ma'am. Deloitte USI.
Acha, you are in Deloitte, US. I am in Deloitte, India.
Okay.
Bangalore location it is.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay. Like I've done two projects in Deloitte. One is with Google. The other
Okay.
one is WDV, Warren Brothers Discovery.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So I won't go in advance. Just I'll give you overview on FICA.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, FICA as is it is a submodule of FI. SAP has like various modules, and FICA is one module where it is called as a subledger. Okay, it holds the data for all the customers because this FICA is related to B2C kind of business it is related. B2C means business to customer. So if a business is handling huge number of customers, then they'll go with the module called FICA. Though we have account receivables in FI and sales module in SD, these two modules does not support huge customer related data. So only the SAP came up with a different module called FICA. Why these two modules are not supportive to handle huge number of customers data means in FI account receivables has same features like FICA has, but where it fails means if a customer is taking or subscribing or taking more than one kind of roles, then how FI will support? It does not support. So a customer will have different kinds of business transactions like first invoice, then clearing, right? This two will support in this. Whereas in clearing also or in invoice also, we have several other kinds of business transactions like refunds are there. Then write-offs are there. Uh, Security deposits, and then reverse also it supports here, but these and all, just name it, it does not have this feature in this too. So these all are support in this module. Understood, right? Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you can ask me why I'm saying a customer over here, because the word FICA is
Contract
starting with
account.
correct. Why I'm saying a customer now? See, FICA, uh, it supports many kind of businesses like for example S is supports for the service based businesses. Okay, and R supports all retail related businesses. Okay, and P, like we have this kind of extensions in the ISU. So each kind of business has their own prominence in the FICA. So whenever this kind of businesses are there, FICA first will identify the business partner. When you're creating a business partner, then you have to give a rules. When you're defining a rules, based upon the rules, this BP will act. Now, I said over here customer. In the customer, when I'm creating a role for this business partner, it should start with FI, S, customer will be there. and for the contract it will be MKK, and if it is a vendor, FIV it starts. So based upon this roles only you are defining the role for the business partner. Okay, now just like overview for any FICA, these are the uh, prominent things to know, like what is contract account in FICA, why the document types are created, what are the number ranges, how this account determination will happen whenever we are posting an invoice in the FICA, and how this FICA document are identified, and then how the processes are going to happen. And once the process is done, how the FI uh, s- these transactions needs to be transferred from FICA to FI. So how it will this function will work, and how an account or an invoice will display in the FICA. So these are the things uh, for to identify any kind of document in the invoice. So first we'll go with the contract account. Contract account, uh, see, it is a, I told you, right, it's a sub module in the FI, and it process the large number of volumes of data in the contract account. So, and it also represents the customer that is billed for the service provider for the utility, and it also all the financial transactions impacting the customer, such as invoicing charges, credit charges, are posted in the document in FICA and are reflected in the customer account balance. So these are the things for a contract account we can view. Then coming to each document in the FICA has to be assigned a reconciliation key, and this reconciliation key will group all together similar transactions for the day and transfer to the general ledger. At the end of the each business, after all the FICA batches or process are complete, reconciliation key are closed, and then the summary of records are transferred to the GL account. Okay, basic enterprises like FI accounting and the FICO needs to set up the support for the FICA, namely company code, controlling area, chart of account, hierarchy, and the financial calendars. So here in contract account, whenever we are like setting up a contract account, these are the things needs to be there in the FI. Like in FI, the main thing is company code. I'll tell you why these are required, because of reconciliation key. So first setup from the FI side, there should be a company code, then chart of account, then financial year, okay, and document types. Okay, and coming to the CEO side, there should be a controlling area, and this controlling area should holds the company code. And then we have called something cost objects that holds the data. Cost objects like cost center and profit center. So if these setups are done, then FICA will work, because at the end of every month or every day, we are transferring the data from FICA to FI. How we are transferring is through a reconciliation key. Okay, this reconciliation key, it is a combination of main and sub, right? Based upon this main and sub only, a reconciliation key uh, like will have a proper invoice, because main account is always a balance sheet item. Balance sheet account, sorry, not item. And sub accounts are like you have refunds, charges, bank charges. So these are all P&L items. P&L accounts are assigned in the sub accounts, because P&L accounts can have charges, then write-offs, and returns. So these are all sub processes which you are assigning in the sub accounts, and these sub accounts are assigned in the main account. So if these two combinations are identified, then based upon that, an invoice are created in the FICA. So how these two are identified in the FICA? These two are again, it is a combination of account assignment. See how this one happens is, whenever we are posting a document through an automatic account determination, hence there is no need for user to enter a GL accounts or cost objects at this time of processing. The account determination is driven by the combination of company code, division, account determination, main and sub. So here, see, all this combination, see, once a recon key is identified by main and sub. Main and sub is nothing but your balance sheet and P&L account. And these two are created in the chart of accounts, right? This chart of accounts has balance sheet and P&L items. So here we are identifying what kind of business transactions are posted. And this account assignment category, whenever you create any contract account, okay, whenever you create a contract account in CA1 or CA2 or CA3, first it asks the account assignment, like Z we'll give. In Z, we will like tell to the system like what kind of customer he is. Okay, based upon that customer, again, account determination also, one key is available in the master data. So for example, Z2 I have given. So these two are maintained in the FQ C0 transaction code. FQ C0 is a transaction where I will map the events, then your main, then sub, then company code, account assignment, and then account determination, and then GL accounts. Okay. For example, here S0000 will identify the main accounts and S001 will identify the sub accounts. So depending upon the events you choose and assign this combination, okay, the invoices are posted in the uh, FICA. So because in contract account, this two combination will be in the master data. So from here, whenever you are posting a transaction in FPE1, in FPE1, based upon two levels, you'll post. One is at a BP level, and the other one as a GL level, right? So at the BP level, we have to give main and sub. Then only an invoice is created in the FICA. So this is like a crux for the FICA. Okay. Then once the documents are posted in the FICA, okay, here whenever you are posting a document, this is an invoice, right? We have two levels of data, header and the line items. So at header, it holds a data like document type and then company code and then recon key. Like these are the main things which header will have, and the line items we have these two. At BP level, we have one line item. At a GL also, if it is having any tags or something, then we'll have a two line items or more than line items also we can process. Okay. And something I missed over here. Okay. Huh. These documents can be posted manually or through batch jobs. Generally, in any kind of projects, they'll do with the batch jobs only. Manually, hardly. For the reverse or something, we will use manually. But most of the things. 1 second. Sorry. Like most of the jobs invoices are posted through the batch jobs that are run on daily basis. Okay, once the batch jobs are run, these batch jobs also at the two level we can done. One is at the invoice level and the other one is at a clearing level. Why two means a customer will come and will select any kind of subscription, then it creates an invoice. Okay, once the invoices are created in the FICA, then this needs to be checked whether it has been cleared or not. Through the clearing, we can do. Either we can do it with the payment lot or automatic payment program is there in the FICA, FPY1, right? And here FP05. These are also run on a batch jobs only. Okay. So what kind of business processes we can do? See, uh, charges, an invoice, or any miscellaneous postings when coming to the incoming. Incoming means here clearing. Clearing can happen, incoming invoice or clarification, returns or refunds. Okay, in the payment we can do. And we have something other concepts called credit collections, security deposits, interest, dunning, deferral, installment payments, and all. So these are the three kinds of invoices which FICA process. So first one is invoice, the other one is payments, and third one is something called credits. Okay. So these are the invoices. And finally, we have closing of the recon key. This also are run through batch jobs only. Recon key closing and transfer of recon key to F5. These are done with FP, F2, and this one is done by FPG1. And if you want to see this report, recon report, we'll see in FPG5. And if you want to see individual balances, any of these three, we can see in FPL9. Okay. These are the additional features like reversal, clearing, account maintenance. Okay, account display. I told you right here, FPL9, where we can see invoices for any kind of business transactions. Like we have a drill down report, every features we have. Okay. So this is an overview of FICA. Any questions till now? But I didn't go in depth. Like here in payment clearings, I have told only two topics, but we have many features whenever we are doing. In credit also we have. So I didn't touch these two things in depthly. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts till now?
No, ma'am, no doubts. And the way you explained, actually, I was known to all these three codes, but
Hmm.
there were some initials like while defining the PP roles, all these things that we require. So that was a sort of new for me.
Which one?
BP roles,
Okay,
the
okay.
FIS, MKK, FIC.
Yeah. Based upon this only, see, whenever you are creating any BP na, so we will choose MKK, right? Why we are choosing MKK? What is the use? So this too has one kind of like link to BP and MKK.
Mm-hmm.
I can now I don't have a system to show you. There only see whenever you're creating a contract account, right? In contract account, this account assignment will be there. Based upon that account assignment only, you are identifying what type of this two plays a role, whether he is a customer or a contract or it is a short term.
Organization, group, JD.
Yes, yeah. So first step is done. Then we have something account assignment only in master data to identify this all combination. If this two is known, Okay, then only FPE1, whenever you're posting an invoice, system will easily identify. Okay.
Okay.
This is, and this is also through events. uh, like we have a table. Event is also a T code, and FQC0, if you know the event, okay, what kind of this you are implementing or creating a rollout for a FICA. Based upon that only, we have to specify the main and sub and the GL. Okay, for example, I'm saying MKK role, right? So you are creating a contract account in CA1, right? And you have to, whenever you're creating a GL, see here, FI chart of account is main, right? In chart of account only GLs will be there, right? So here main and sub is nothing but your GL accounts. Nah. So when you are creating a contract account related GL, and if you are assigning a customer related GL over here, does the system identify? No, right? Because in GL, whenever you're creating based upon the recon account only, system will identify. For example, C is for the contract account, D is for the customer, K is for the vendor. Okay, based upon this only, GLs are defined. These GLs are assigned over here. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Mm, these are the crux for the FICA.
And ma'am, can you tell me a little bit about Dunning?
Okay, Dunning. Okay, as we learn, Dunning is sending notices to the customer, right?
Yes, ma'am. Who have not paid their dues.
Hmm, customer or vendor or contractor, contract accounts, right? So when I'm defining a Dunning, uh, see, FI also has Dunning, okay, to create an FPMA, no? Okay, where you will define the Dunning. So in FICA also, we have a concept called Dunning. Here also, we have to create first area, okay,
Yes, ma'am.
and then procedure. In procedure, you must tell, okay, boss, when this guy customer has not turned up, like days, then grace period. Okay, days means, for example, uh, customer is there, okay, and till 1 month or 2 months, you are saying, okay, my though 2 months, it's okay. If it is extending, then I have to send a notice for this customer. Okay, then days I'll say here 60, right? Then grace period I'll extend like 3 days. So 2 months plus 3 days, 63 days. System won't send any messages to the customer. Once these 2 days are crossed, then levels we have till 9 levels, system will send notices to this customer, like, boss, you haven't paid, you have to pay. Okay, this procedure you must assign in the master data. CA3 is a master data, right? Where you have to assign this procedure for this, and you have to run Dunning. Here also we have FP Copara, right? You know about this?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so first we will send the messages. Then FP Copara will work like this. We have three kinds: activity, then one second, many I didn't work till now, but I know. One second, activity history, and one more activity is there. So first we have to see the activity and then see the history and run the dunning. Like these three activities we need to do when you're doing. Area is something geographical wise, you are sending the messages. Okay. And procedure is something where you're defining days, grace period, and levels. And this procedure needs to be assigned in the master data. Once the master data is run, then you have to run the dunning.
Okay,
You can
ma'am.
send these three like for these three master data. Okay. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
So here also forms we have to forms are there formats.
Yes, ma'am.
Formats we need to work with an ABAPer to send these notices. Then only this FP Copara will work. Otherwise, it won't work. FP Copara is a T code itself. It runs where you have to run this note dunning. Okay. So this is an overview for FICA. And you know, one more thing. I didn't. BRIM, you know.
Ma'am, it is a new form, like
Yes.
BRIM.
BRIM. BRIM is a combination of conversion charges, conversion invoice, and FICA, and then FI. Okay. So in first billing is created. Okay. Billing is nothing but an order, and this order will check what kind of subscription he has taken. Okay. Calculate here. Wait, I'll tell you. Calculation of charges is one. Okay. So what kind of subscription, it calculate the charges in the second one, and then CI based upon the data and the what kind of subscription he has taken, then this CI will create a invoice. This invoice, whenever it is coming from the conversion invoice, it creates the FICA document as well. And this FICA document can be seen in the contract account. And this contract account will transfer FI document. So this is a new topic for the FICA. Now this only like majorly most of the projects are working on the BRIM only.
Okay.
Mm.
So, ma'am, under FICA, I'll be taught BRIM also.
No, no, no. How this invoice is coming, you are not depending upon the project. Okay, FICA, these topics I will cover. So this topic, contract account document, see here. This is actually for the FICA. So for events, what is parallel processing, or how you'll process the FICA, what is the objects or the FICA, and documents. In documents, how the documents postings will happen, how this integration will happen with the GL,
Okay.
then balances, and then account determination. Account determination is nothing but your main and sub. Incoming payments. Incoming payments, we have payment lot, I told you, right? We have other concepts also called check lot, then clarification process, then how you will do a cash journal, okay, for the incoming, and then payment run, FPY1. This also we have two kinds, settlement and the cards payment.
Yes,
This is
ma'am.
a new topic, cards payment.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And ma'am, one more thing, currently we are also using the automatic debit, like
Mm,
so
mm,
that we can
will
also.
come. Will come all under this payment run only.
Okay, ma'am.
And then we have return processing, right? This is also new. Here also some setups needs to be done for the return processing, then clearing. Then here your topic comes like dunning. Once these two are not done, then we have to send notices.
Yes, ma'am.
And then this is something extra.
Risk
Interest
calculation,
calculation.
which
This is
we
also.
do in Dunning also.
Mm. These are the different topics, secure deposits, installments, and all. And finally, how you will see the corresponding is nothing but your format, how it will display. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So these topics I will cover in FICA.
Okay, ma'am.
If you want BREM and like how this topics means, it takes some time. It will tell you. See here, all topics will come.
Mm-hmm.
This two is extra.
Mm-hmm.
Extra means this conversion charges, how this conversion charges will calculate the invoices. Okay, and then how this conversion invoices are processing these charges, and how it is creating a FICA. This, it's a part and parcel of FICA only. You're seeing these invoices now. Yeah, this one. It will all come from CC and CI. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
I hope I have like explained the overview for how this contract account is working.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Mohit, you're there.